Today I'm going to share with you how to track your keto macros using my favorite keto macro tracker. I'll walk you through setting your macros up to logging your very first meal. This video is sponsored by Cronometer. Hey, my name is Joanna, also known as Keto in Canada, and I share my health and fitness journey online here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Please subscribe or give me a follow as I hope to motivate and inspire you to reach your health and wellness goals. I started keto back in 2016, losing 60 pounds in a year. More notably, I followed a ketogenic diet strictly for over 1,000 days and helped thousands of women to lose weight with this high-fat, low-carb lifestyle. There are a number of tools that I've used to successfully lose weight and maintain on a ketogenic diet, and Cronometer is at the very top of that list. You may have heard that while on keto, you need to follow certain macros and keep your carbs low. And that's where Cronometer becomes extremely handy, taking the guesswork out of tracking your macros. Cronometer is a free app that helps you to select your keto macros and track your food intake. Many tracking apps actually allow unverified, inaccurate food entries to clutter up their food databases, making it hard to trust the information that you're logging. The most impressive thing about Cronometer is the quality of their food database and the accuracy of their data. All of their data is actually lab analyzed or personally verified by their staff. When you're trying to gain, lose, or maintain, your results are only going to improve by using accurate data. Especially when following a ketogenic diet, knowing that carb numbers are accurate can make a world of difference in maintaining a state of ketosis. To get started, you'll need to download the Cronometer app, available on Android and iOS, or you can use their website at cronometer.com. Once you have the app downloaded, you'll need to set your custom macros. In the settings, you'll enter personalized information such as your age, sex, weight, and height, which provides the app with the information it needs to know for exactly where you're at right now. Your next step is to set your target for weight loss, maintenance, or weight gain. When you click on energy settings at the bottom, you'll see weight goal, custom energy target. Enter in your weight goal here, and then use the slider to adjust the rate between lose weight, maintain, and gain weight, depending on your goals. I have mine set to lose weight 0.5 pounds per week because I'm quite active and I need calories to fuel my workouts. Remember that this is about having a sustainable plan. You do not want to be cutting back calories too low. Once you follow these macros for a week or two, you can always come back to adjust. To save, hit the arrow back at the top left. The next setting that you want to select is macronutrients. This will adjust how much protein, fats, and carbs you're eating. At the very top, it says set macros using. If you're following a ketogenic diet, select Keto Calculator. There are also various keto programs you can select, from rigorous, which is limited to 20 net carbs, to relaxed, allowing 50 grams of net carbs. Which one you select will be based on your own goals. Because I work out a lot, I chose a custom program to allow for some additional protein and carbohydrates to help me maintain the lifestyle long term. I've selected 3 grams of protein per kilogram of lean body mass and 50 grams of net carbs. At the bottom, you can decide if you'd like to exclude fiber and sugar alcohols, which are artificial sweeteners, from net carbs. This is my preference, but there are many people who prefer to track total carbs, so you could just uncheck these. This is one thing I love about Cronometer. It is highly customizable to suit your needs and goals. Once you've made these selections, head back to the diary page. I have a premium membership, so this page might look a little bit different for you. I like the premium plan because it allows me to break down my meals into breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. It also removes the ads from the app. At the top, you can scan through different charts and graphs to display your macro goals. As you enter your food for the day, these charts will show you where you're at in reaching those daily targets. I prefer to keep the second tab open where it lists energy, protein, net carbs, and fat. You'll see your daily targets here. Mine are 1,796 calories, 157 grams of fat, 50 net carbs, and 107 grams of fat. These numbers will adjust as you log your weight if it fluctuates up or down. So now what? You have Cronometer and a breakdown of how many calories you should eat to reach your body composition goals. That's a great first step. But how do you log your food? If you're new to tracking, I know it can seem kind of complicated, but once you have a few days of tracking under your belt, it will become easy and second nature. Together, let's look at how I would log my breakfast from today. It was a fairly simple breakfast. I had bacon and a frozen strawberry protein smoothie. We can start by scanning this package of bacon using the UPC code. I always weigh my food for accuracy because often it'll say 2 slices of bacon equals 18 grams, but that's not always true. Pieces are sometimes bigger or smaller, so I rely on weight. I had 4 slices today and the weight was actually 40 grams. I make sure the serving size says G for grams and I enter the amount of 40 and click add to diary. Next, I added 160 grams of frozen strawberries. This is them, which was saved in my food log because I eat these pretty much every day and I always eat 160 grams at a time. I then add 60 grams of protein powder because today was a double scoop day for me. If I was only having 1 scoop, I would just adjust this to say 30 grams. And yes, I weigh the protein too. So let's add this to the diary. Now you can see at the top that this meal was 456.9 calories, 68.5 grams of protein, 12.4 net carbs, and 13.5 grams of fat. I can see how much room I have remaining for me to eat snacks, lunch, and dinner over the rest of the day. As you continue to add what you consume to your food log, these numbers will also adjust and guide you as you make your food choices. In my mind, I'm typically thinking keep carbs low and protein high with every choice I make. It's easy to make up room with fat by adding mayo as a dip with the protein or butter to cook veggies. So that's that. Starting right now, use the app to log everything you eat. You can even log drinks, vitamins, and other supplements so that you have a full picture of your diet. You'll need to learn how to read nutrition labels to see how many calories, carbs, fat, and protein are in the foods that you're consuming. And it will take a little bit of time to learn how to balance your macros. What I mean by that is you might find yourself eating 100 grams of carbs when your target was only 50 and maybe only half of your protein goal. And so you have to learn from that experience and just do better the next day. Cronometer is there to guide and support you, but at the end of the day, the action and consistency has to come from you. You have the plan, and with your follow through, you will successfully reach your goals. If you have any questions about Cronometer or macro tracking, please leave them in the comments. I would be happy to answer them for you. If you found this video to be helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.